Right, so this video is about Phyllostachys Vivax Aureocaulis. It's a golden giant timber bamboo, and I had one here just at the start of the path that was heading down into the wood. Before any of this was developed, I hadn't really planned anything out, and I just wanted to get it into the ground. And I put it in here, but it was already starting to creep across, and it had only settled in. So I knew I was going to be moving it, and I've moved it out now. The ground it was in, I don't think I gave it any special treatment or feeding. It was getting mulched when I had some, but the ground underneath was, and is, just, it's bone dry. There's a lot of the field is like this. So I took this out and I've put it, and I think it's a much better place for it because it's going to get the height and the width that it needs. It's down here, and it's basically planted between two of the paulownias here. I'd say over 90% of the root ball, the integrity of the root ball was intact, so it didn't fall apart, it wasn't loose, all the soil was compacted around it, so it was actually easy to lift out. But this is developing really quickly, and I wanted to get it out before the start of next season, and it's just going to keep spreading. This is a giant golden timber bamboo, and the culms can get huge if the feeding and if it's in the right situation. So today I picked up 3 bags, dug out a very wide area for planting it up, twice the depth of the root ball, put basically about 2.5 bags underneath and around it, and the remaining half bag I used as the top mulch over here. I've absolutely saturated it here. So the root ball, I don't think it's going to go into shock anyway. We're heading into October now. I think it still has time to settle in here. It's probably at its highest 8 or 9 feet, but it's branching out nicely, but it's going to get the space it deserves. This is one I got at the same time. It was around the same size, and I put it in here, and these culms they're a lot bigger, and that's a good 6 feet more higher, taller than this one here. This one is in much better condition here. I think it's probably under less stress. That one was pushed into the corner up here. This is the Phyllostachys Vivax Huangwing Zhu, and that's even bigger again than the Aureocaulis. That's turning into an absolute monster. And it's only getting started, so there'll be plenty of feeding coming from the compost heap. And I think those yellow culms are going to do really well in front of these big leaves here. And what I want to put into the corner here is a gunnera and a gunnera here. So big leaves, big plants, big trees, big leaves. Although the paulownias will be chopped probably next spring, I'd say. I'll start to cut them to about 5 feet. And when you cut them, the leaves get even bigger. Right, so one of the canes and the roots that was reaching across the path, that was the only culm basically that had come away, started to move away from the clump, and it's this one here. I'm after chopping it there. I've left 1, 2, 3 side branches. Looks real healthy. I've potted it up into my own compost, and I've given it an absolute soak. Loads of roots on it as well. So I think this is going to develop. This could be lovely in a couple of years. Probably down in the wood. I think it'll look really good. So that's probably the first propagation or free plant that I've got off the Vivax Aureocaulis. Right, so in its place I'm going to be putting in this plant here, and it's a grass, and it's the miscanthus strictus, and I have a couple of miscanthus zebras, and I think this is the strictus. It's a clumping upright, it doesn't fall out to the sides. There's 2 types, but look at this grass, it's absolutely fabulous looking. And this is a fairly common grass. It's coming into flower now. Fairly common grass that you can pick up in garden centres. It's going to get nice and tall, but that's going to go in here. I have one here. I made a botch job with the strimmer a couple of seasons ago and absolutely massacred this one here, but it's after coming back. The one thing for sure that will keep coming back, and it's grass, either on your lawn or anywhere that you're planting it. That mulch down there. Right, so there'll be a miscanthus. I don't know if this is a strictus or the other one anyway, but the other miscanthus here will be, and basically over the years hopefully they'll fill out, and at the start of the path you'll be pushing through the 2 zebra miscanthus. So it's a beautiful grass. You can just see the markings on it. Right, so there's the miscanthus gone in. I'm after digging in a few shovelfuls of my own compost there now. So I'm going to give it a water in. That should be it. So hope you enjoyed the video and enjoy the rest of your weekend.